Some people might wonder why we embarked on such a adventure like this, so far out, with so many challenges for building a house and a life up here. And I think the view that you see right now kind of makes it obvious for why we decided that we wanted to do this. When my parents first bought their piece of property, just about a mile and a half from here in 2016, when we first drove in to their property and we had to drive through this property to get to it, I said right at that time, someday I'm going to own that piece of property down there. And part of it is that it has flowing water year-round, which is an incredible thing for this part of California. Access to water is pretty crucial, and the fact that it had that was just amazing. And then also the views from this property are just spectacular. There's nothing quite like it. And Morgan and I really wanted to get out of the city into a more relaxed atmosphere, and especially now that our daughter is on the way, it means a little bit more to us to have our space to be able to raise her, kind of how I was raised when I was growing up. When I was young, my parents moved out to the wilderness of Bonners Ferry, Idaho. They were as far north as you can go. Their property bordered Canada, and they had no electricity. They were just on spring water, and they had their own septic system, of course, and they run their electricity off of a generator. And I was born out there. My dad delivered me in a little log cabin that he built by himself, with the help of his friends and a few of his family members. And that experience growing up in that atmosphere kind of gave me a desire to do something similar. Obviously, I'm doing it a little bit less dramatically than my dad did. Our house is being built by a contractor rather than than us doing it ourselves. Ever since the time I was a little kid, I've been designing homes. In high school, I always had the desire to one day build my own home, to own a lot of property, and to live just self-sufficiently. And I think we're accomplishing that to some extent. Our house is on 100% solar because we couldn't run PG&E out here. Obviously, there's no gas connections, so we're on our own propane system, our own solar system, battery backup, and a generator backup. So yeah, it's going to be an adventure. I think it's going to kind of set the stage for the rest of our lives. And I'm excited to share it with everyone, and hope that you have fun as you join along with us in this little adventure.